I'm Will from Fulcrum Air. We're a Calgary-based UAV and robotics company. We designed a number of robotics tools that are used for power line construction tasks. Here I've got our Linefly bird flight diverter installation robot. This particular one installs the Powerline Sentry Hawkeye bird flight diverter. And then behind me I've got our PLP bird flight diverter installation Linefly. So two versions of the same type of robot, one for the PLP spiral bird diverters and the other one for the Powerline Sentry Hawkeye bird diverters. These are the two most commonly installed bird diverters that we see. The reason we designed this robot is we saw that traditional bird flight diverter installation, typically off of a helicopter platform, was dangerous, inefficient, and ready for optimization through robotics. So we developed this robot. We commercially launched it in 2021. Since then, we've installed upwards of 150,000 of these bird flight diverters all around the US, Canada, and elsewhere. This one in particular will install anywhere from 400 to upwards of 700 of these types of bird diverters in a day. And then the PLP spiral robot will do a slightly less just because it holds 8. This one holds 12. So it's a very safe, efficient, cost-effective, and accurate way of installing the bird diverters. I can give you a little demonstration about how it works. Basically, the UAV pilot and robotics operator team will place the robot on the typically overhead shield wire or OPGW. We can program the installation interval into the robot, so 15 feet, 30 feet. Those are common installation distances. The operator will hit auto mode and it'll just go down the line installing the bird diverters until it's installed all 12 or we reach the end of the span. And at that point, the pilot can lift the robot up and take it back to the takeoff location where we can then reload and pick up where we left off. So I'll pick it up, pretend I'm the drone, and then back to the takeoff location. We can go to the next span, reload the bird diverters, or just continue installing where we left off. The operator has a camera view inside to monitor the installation quality so they can be sure that it's fully seated. The drone pilot as well has a camera feed coming off of the gimbal from the drone. So there's two angles there to just ensure that we're flying safely and the installation is properly done. Next, this is a prototype version of a device that we just released at the Utility Expo this year. This is our Spacer Linefly, and what it is, it's a continuation of the work that we've done on our CSR Twin spacer installation robot. And what makes this special is it's building off of the Linefly's drone-ready capability. So we can place this on the bundle with no bucket truck, no helicopter, no working at heights required. It uses the same idea where the drone pilot will position the robot using GPS technology exactly where that spacer needs to go, drop the robot on the line, and then install one of the twin bundle spacers fully remotely. So I'll demonstrate how that works now. This one can install the shear head or torque up bolt style fastening. So it'll shear that bolt head off. It'll capture that bolt head inside the socket there, so nothing's dropping down. So we've sheared off the bolt head. The bolt head is captured inside, and at that point we will push the spacer off. You hear it release. Now the spacer is fully seated, clamped onto the bundle there. The robot positions itself so that it can then be lifted off again by the drone. So imagine I'm the drone again. We're going to go to the next phase where the second spacer will be installed. This one holds 3 spacers, so we'll do the 3 spacers on 3 phases, come back, reload, and then pick up at the next spacer position. So we're really happy to be releasing this at the Utility Expo. We hope for a Q1 or Q2 commercial launch next year, and from now until then we're just going to be improving this and getting it ready for real line work conditions. Yeah, operating up to a mile away, 2 kilometers.
Up to a mile away?
Yep.
Nice.
All from the safety of the inside of a truck. So we're outside the elements, and 2 operators safely sitting in a truck, monitoring the whole thing from the video feed.
And yesterday when we were by, we kind of lifted it off with one arm. That thing probably weighs 20, 30 pounds.
Yeah, it's all super
tops.
light
All
for
fiber.
to fit in with the US Part 107 FAA regulations and Canada Part 9 drone regulations. So the whole package weighs 55 pounds, or fewer than 55 pounds, 25 kilograms.
With the batteries,
with everything, all up with the components it's going to install, the batteries, drone and robot. And that's something that's been a real challenge for us, but thanks to some clever engineering, advanced composite materials, carbon fiber, other things like that, we're able to keep it under that 55-pound weight limit.
And my understanding is right now the company actually, you guys get contracted out to do some of these installs. You're leaning more towards doing some training.
Yeah, that's right. So right now we're offering it as a service. So we don't sell any of the equipment. We come out and operate as a subcontractor, essentially.
Oh, cool.
But we are looking at ways to make this equipment accessible to our clients, the utility construction contractors, utilities themselves, and training some people to be able to operate this stuff, just to help us scale and make it more accessible to our clients.
So at this moment right now, you have a company built 50 miles of high voltage lines. You guys come in, give them a quote. You look after everything.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll install, supply your own equipment, men.
Right. Turnkey solution. We'll price the whole thing out as if we were coming out and doing it, doing all the installs. We can price it per component, per mile, whatever makes the most sense. So we're pretty flexible on that.
And how many spacers have you guys installed so far?
Since the company started, I'd say probably about 100,000, something like that.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just, we've been doing that since late 2023. And that's all been with the larger bucket truck version. So This one hasn't done any commercial installs yet, but like I said, early next year, we're hoping to roll that out.
That one's going to be more faster, efficient.
Yeah, we think it'll be just as efficient as the bucket truck version, but what makes, in terms of installation productivity numbers, but we don't need that bucket truck there.
Yeah.
And we can send another robot and another crew and double that capacity a lot more readily than we can with relying on a bucket truck.
Yeah. And not to mention terrain.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty versatile in terms of where we can operate it.
And is this the drone that would be set up to lift that device?
Yeah, exactly. So this, like the other pieces of equipment, we purpose-built, designed and manufactured this in Calgary for this use case. So this is a counter-rotating coaxial helicopter, and it's designed specifically for lifting these robotic payloads in the Powerline environment.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Very well.
Good to talk to you. Thanks.